standing outside the London Inn, dating back to 1866. Well, I'm looking across, and that building there, the slanted door, it has an age to it, quite definitely. You can't really reproduce that kind of sunken roof line there. There's some kind of restaurant there, but it's where traffic starts to move around, so photography becomes noisy and difficult. But if you want to let a shop, that one's available. Another old building. And I got a much better angle. It's a shame that church wasn't open today. I'd have loved to have had a look inside. And ironic that when I did get in, they weren't allowing photography. But there's just people everywhere you go. And, well, signpost there says Castle Street. By all accounts there's not much of the castle left, only a couple of odd bits of stone and what have you. But from what I can gather, there's something like 600 listed buildings in Stamford. Incredible. And a little passageway down through there. Now, I'm back on the River Welland again, or at least a little bit of it that splits through the park here. Interesting building that. Looking at the windows and the doors, I would say that's neo-Gothic. The word bars above it, so were that a public bars towards the end? No, when was neo-Gothic? I think it was towards the end of the Victorian reign, wasn't it? It would appear that the new Gothic style started much earlier than the end of the 19th century, and this building is listed as dating from 1823, and the bars and the original date inscription, although this is a private residence, they still remain inside. But certainly very interesting. Somebody's car is ringing. Collection of interesting older buildings there. There's one there with a, let's see if I can, I don't know if that's got a date on it or whether it's just one of these that has been allowed to, yeah, no, I can't see a date on that. Actually, I thought it was a bit disappointing when he said we were coming to Stamford for a second time, but I don't know, it's been quite interesting. Able to see a few things that I hadn't seen before. These are certainly some older buildings there, but these ones in the front, I'm not sure of. I got a feeling those are modern builds, but blended to fit in. If so, there's no reason why it can't be done now instead of some of these monstrosities they put up. And this little river has its usual supply of ducks, mallards and one or two cross breeds. Where are we? I've lost them. Oh, there they are. Yeah. Just messing around on the river. And that car's ringing again. And then on the other side, I haven't got time to go walking over there, but some more older buildings. And a park that's somewhat quieter than the last time I was here. Boy, was that roasting on our way back from Scotland. But quite a pleasant walk today, talking to weeping willows, etc. by the waterfront. And again, these, I don't know what to make of them. They can't be that old. They're not old buildings. Look at them. You've got the gas meters in there. They're no more than 20 years old, if that. But my hat off to the architects. Oh, I suppose it was an order, because this is a conservation area. They had to build them like that. But I think it's been very well done. So hats off to them. And I think, whack, whack, whack. Oh, look. Hello, Mr. Duck. But you're not a Mr. Duck, are you? You're a Mrs. Duck. And there's another one, just... Oh, look. One word from me, she sticks her bum in the air. 1:30, and we have to make our way back to the coach soon. But just nice, calm waters of the River Welland. And unless I see something else interesting, that's probably going to be a nice place to say, while we're underneath these lovely trees, goodbye from Stamford. And there we head north again towards Harrogate.
Like we said earlier, we often stay at the Cairn, probably 5 or 6 times a year, probably I would think, over. They're often based up here doing various things. Of course there's a Warner's quite close to Harrogate, which is based at Nid, that's Nid Hall. Some of you on board may have stayed there with us previously. We have done Little Carlisle Railway in various different means of doing it and staying in various different places, but it's a good couple of years since we've done it. With COVID, everything seems to have been longer, doesn't it? It's only 2 years, but those 2 years seems to have made a big difference. Yeah, so stay here for overnights as well. I know 1 or 2 of you were on board our Scotland holiday last month, and that stayed here, I believe, at the Cairn Hotel, so we often use it, not just for holidays but overnights.
So this is the main road that runs right the way through to Ripon, with a lovely cathedral at Ripon. Usually drop off down there. This road and that road, there's a bit in between, just a bit in between the buildings. This building up on the corner on the left hand side, I'll point it out to you in a minute, after this past these bus stops, on the corner with all the rather nice roof on it, that's Betty's Tea Rooms. That's the rather expensive Betty's Tea Rooms. It's very nice. A small mortgage would suffice for a cup of tea there.
There's always a queue.
There's always a queue. Look, always a queue, look. Always a queue. Not as long as the queue at Westminster Palace, but there's always a queue at Westminster.
Did we go down the high street here? We did, didn't we?
This is one of the main roads through to Harrogate town. There's one the other side. If you go down to these bottom of these lights here and go right and right again, you've got the bus station and the railway station as well. Fantastic place to go and come and have a look round. And when, of course, when we're staying at the Cairn, which is at the side of the lights up the hill a little bit, it's very centralised. And what I like about the Cairn Hotel is, and I'm not trying to sell the Cairn or the holiday or anything like that, is that there's a bus stop outside the hotel going both ways, so you can go up the road to Ripon and Leeds and everywhere else, and you can come this way as well. Get the bus into town, jump on the train and go anywhere you like really. You can be in Liverpool in about an hour, half an hour, Manchester, all those types of places.
Yeah, Rosemary said, what, you actually stayed here?
Yeah, stayed at that hotel. We had coffee and Betty's.
How much?
And here, of course, next door to Betty's is the Ivy restaurant.
It sounds like service stations are staying open.
All these old roofs, look, all these look, Westminster Reed on the arcade roofs and all that, they're of a bygone era, aren't they? You don't get that anymore. The only thing I will say, if you go down to, there's a place in North Wales, Llandudno, they've got these kind of roofs all the way along. Shops there as well, part of the shops just off the seafront.
Actually, so we were with you in London.
Oh, was you?
Well, we're here, the Cairn Hotel, Harrogate, for our overnight stay. I've got a different view from my bedroom window this year. It's not as luxurious a bedroom, but it's well fitted out. And that's another part of the hotel just round the corner. And I'm just going to move the table and approach this window because, to be fair, it reminds me of 40 Towers. She says, I want to see the sea. Said, yes, madam, it's over there between the land and the sky. But in the distance, you can see there is a reasonable view. There's a roadway just down there, and over there some more view into the far distance. I don't know if that would be considered the Vale of York, I don't know. Part of it, I suppose. And there does seem to be a wind turbine right over there in the distance, which I couldn't see with the naked eye. But there you go, that's That's the view from my window. Not unpleasant, but I'm only here for one night anyway. And that, I think, will do for today. And tomorrow, the Settle and Carlisle Railway. But not quite yet. I thought just before we go, you might like to see something of the interior of this rather interesting hotel. Only a short video this one, but off to Skipton, as I say, tomorrow. I have no idea how well this is going to come out. Some of the features inside this hotel do seem to smack of the neo-Gothic, and one of them is this stained glass window, Concordia, Harmonia, presumably that's Puritania, and Industria, with a staircase running right down in front of it. Is that a later addition? I wonder, but look at this staircase. Right the way down.